Good morning, Web Spiders. Today's Thursday. It is April 14th, and we have 3 birthdays in the web. So happy birthday to Parker Combest, who's in Miss Machino's class. Happy birthday to Cammie Marshall, who is in Mrs. Walters' class. And happy birthday to Noah Taylor, who's in Miss Machino's class. So come celebrate with me today. We'll get a birthday backpack charm, and I'll get to tell you happy birthday personally. We're going to fill up some buckets today. This goes out to Gabe Lassetti from Mr. Hessman. Gabe did a wonderful job testing. He is the man. Way to go, Gabe, for filling Mr. Hessman's bucket. This goes out to Aiden Harmon from Mr. Hessman. Aiden is very thoughtful and kind. He has matured so much. Aiden is awesome. Keep being awesome, Aiden, okay? And thank you for filling Mr. Hessman's bucket. This goes out to Haley Griffin from Mrs. Williams. I am so proud of you for completing your morning work and working so hard. You are amazing. So, Haley, thank you so much for filling Mrs. Williams' bucket. I love bucket filling, don't you? Love it, love it, love it. I have studio guests today, but before I let them introduce themselves, I'm going to tell you about a couple things coming up. If you're a breakfast eater, meaning you eat breakfast here at school, not at home, you can be a breakfast eater at home, but if you're a Web Spider breakfast eater, when you come in from your car or off the bus, we're going to be changing some of our breakfast rules starting Monday, so not tomorrow. We're going to start on Monday. Starting Monday, as you go through the line, the teachers will tell you where to sit instead of choosing your own table. And I'm going to tell you why we're doing this in just a minute. So the kids that come in first will be sitting at one end of the cafeteria, so we know who came first, next, then, and last, okay? So we know kind of the order that you came in. Secondly, we're going to turn talking off during breakfast time because it's time to eat your breakfast. It's not time to play and socialize with friends. It's time to eat. The quicker you eat, get your tummy full, and give your brain some food, the quicker you get to class and do what you need to be doing. Okay, so we're going to sit in a new location. We're not going to talk during breakfast. And lastly, breakfast is about 10 minutes shorter than it used to be. Now, don't let this concern you. If you take talking out of breakfast, you've got plenty of time to eat. So we'll be sitting in new places, we won't be talking, and we're shortening the breakfast time. Let me tell you why. Next year, our special schedule is probably going to be changing, and we're going to start our classes a little earlier in the morning than we have in the past. So we have to make sure all kids are out of the cafeteria and to their classroom and ready to learn in case you're one of those first classes that moves to a new location, okay? So Monday morning, new seating in the cafeteria, no talking in the cafeteria, and we're getting out of there 10 minutes early. So, and Mrs. Clendenning just popped in, and she's in there every day with you. But I did tell the kids, Mrs. Clendenning, that if they take the talking out, they've got plenty of time to eat their breakfast. Mm-hmm. So we're going to start that on Monday, okay? So don't worry about that right now. Let me introduce my guests. I'm going to let you introduce yourself. We'll start right here.
My name is Braxton Fayamero from Mrs. Miller's class.
My name is Zoe Walker from Mrs. My name is Gage McKim from Mrs. class.
Okay, and I apologize because I was talking a little bit during that. I know who you are, thank goodness, but I wasn't exactly being respectful. So I'm sorry. Will you guys forgive me? Okay. Okay, so this time stand, push your chairs in, we'll have a moment of silence, and I'm going to think about being respectful. Sorry. Okay, you guys ready for the pledge? Here we go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, nice job. I have a special guest in the studio. I told you she just popped in. Mrs. Clendenning. Will you come over here for just a minute, Mrs. Clendenning?
I would love to.
Sneak right through there.
Okie doke.
Okay. Mrs. Clendenning is going to talk to us today about our buddy bench. Some of you might have noticed that there's a new plaque on one of the yellow benches out on the playground, but we don't know what it's for or what to do with it. So will you help us?
I will. And today, you'll notice I'm wearing can you see, I'm wearing my peace shirt, and on the back it says, be a buddy, not a bully. And that's kind of in honor of our new buddy bench. And we have a committee of students, and you know who you are, who have helped us come up with some rules for our buddy bench and how a buddy bench is going to work. Because what's a buddy bench? Some of you know what it is. We have one at Custer Baker. Lots and lots of schools all over the country, all over the world have a buddy bench. Tomorrow, our committee is actually going to be on the announcements in the morning to read you kind of the rules or the guidelines about the buddy bench and how it's going to work. But for now, just know that it's a very special bench. It's not for just sitting on for talking. It's not for sitting on to tie your shoe. It has some really special purpose. So until we find out about how to use it, just kind of stay away from the buddy bench just for today until we learn about it tomorrow. And tomorrow our special guests will come and tell us all about it.
Okay, so I think what you're saying, Mrs. Glendenning, is the yellow bench that has the plaque on it that denotes it as the buddy bench, we just shouldn't sit on that today, right?
Because it's turned into something more special than just a regular bench. If you want to use a bench, you can use any other benches, but that one has a really special purpose, and we're going to talk some more tomorrow about what it is.
Okay.
I wonder if people could guess what it is. I don't know.
Then when we learn the guidelines tomorrow,
Mhm.
do you think we might have someone sit on the bench then?
I think for sure, because everyone will understand how to use it. It's pretty exciting. We're all really excited about it. So
Oh,
tomorrow we'll
I can't
have
wait till
a-
tomorrow. So
Yeah.
today at recess, don't sit on the bench, okay? Look at it. You can even look at the plaque or read it. But don't sit on that bench, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You guys have any guesses? What do you think that buddy bench is for?
If you're kind of sad.
Ooh.
They might be onto
Yeah, I think they might be onto something. Yeah, it might be for a student who's kind of sad. Any other guesses?
If one of your friends are being mean.
Oh, so maybe who you were playing with was being mean and you're not playing with them anymore?
They're pretty smart.
But we're going to wait for it till tomorrow, okay? So look at the bench today. Read the plaque on the bench. But don't sit on the bench today, okay? You guys are smart. You ready to do our creed? Here we go.
I'm a member of the family.
I take pride in myself and my school.
I promise to do these things every day.
I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will respect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special. You are special. I bet these guys have some advice for you.
Make sure you're doing it right.
Awesome. Have a thrilling Thursday.